Halo, selamat datang di channel Yabrian. Di sini kalian bisa menikmati berbagai cerita-cerita bahasa Inggris. Jangan lupa untuk pencet tombol subscribe dan like dan share, ya. Agar kalian selalu mendapatkan cerita terbaru. Terima kasih. Hi guys, welcome to Library. Today I'll be reading The Princess and the Pea. The Princess and the Pea. Chapter 1. Once upon a time there was a prince who wanted to marry a princess, but he didn't want any old princess. He wanted a real one. This is Princess Korea, Your Highness. Not one of the yokel princesses would do. "What's the matter with them, Patrick?" cried his father, the king. "I'm running out of princesses to show you. Are they too old, too tall, too hairy? I can't be sure they're real," said Prince Patrick. "I'll have to find one for myself." "You must do whatever you want, darling," said the queen. "He spoiled him rotten. Nothing but the best for my princey Wincy." "Mother!" The next day, Princess Patrick set out to travel the world in search of a real princess. "Ready, Freddie?" "I think my arm's stuck." He took with him 12 suitcases, 10 pairs of shoes, a spare crown, and his cousin Fred. "Goodbye, Maya," wiping away a tear with her silk handkerchief. "Don't forget to wrap up warm and brush your teeth." "I'll be fine. Stop fussing." They hadn't gone far when they heard a loud sneeze under the seat. "Who's there?" shouted the prince. A small figure crept up. "It's Peg." "Aren't you the palace maid?" said Prince Patrick. Peg nodded. "Well, what are you doing here?" the prince asked. "I want to see the world," said Peg. "I've been at the palace all my life, even since I was left on the doorstep as a baby. I want an adventure." She blushed and cooked furious. "Because I burnt the pudding," she added. "Well, you can't come with us," said Fred. This is a boy's only adventure. You get scared and you want to go home." "No, I won't. I'm as brave as you. We're not turning back now," said Prince Patrick. "She'll have to join us." Peg grinned at Fred. "Okay," Prince Patrick went on. "First stop, the Wicked Witch's hut." Fred looked alarmed. You are joking. She'll eat us alive." "You scared now?" Prince Patrick shook his head. "The witch will know how to find a witch's real princess. She's my best hope." Chapter 2. Off to see the witch. "Now, Peg," said Prince Patrick, "this could be dangerous. You stay in the coach. Fred and I will meet the witch." The prince knocked 3 times on the door. There was no answer. "Why couldn't I stay in the coach?" "Looks like no one's in. We'll have to go," said Fred. He was already backing away. "She must be in," said the prince, and he bent down to peer through the keyhole. "Arg!" A large green eye was staring at him. Prince Patrick jumped back and landed bottom first in a patch of mud. A short, plump woman opened the door, chuckling to herself. "Did I scare you? I was just checking who you were. You can't be too careful these days. Look at this mud." Fred was amazed. "Are you not the witch?" "You're not," she asked. "You're not scary at all." The witch looked rather upset. "I tried my best," she sighed. "I grew 3 new warts last week." "Come inside," she added. "I'm just cooking some tasty soup for lunch. Something really spells in here. I think it's the soup." "We're not hungry," said Prince Patrick quickly. "I've come to ask for your help." I want to know how to find a real princess. Real princesses are very rare, said the witch, and it's hard to spot a fake one, but there's a test you could do. Let me see. A real princess must have boiled brains, rotten beans, and cat spit. What? Cried the prince. Oh, sorry, there is a recipe for soup. This is it. The real princess test. A real princess must possess politeness to one and all, kindness to rich and poor, very sensitive skin. Sensitive skin? Prince Patrick asked, looking confused. A real princess, explained the witch, that has such tender skin that she could feel a pea under 20 mattresses. Thank you, said the prince. You've been very helpful. He turned to the door. Oh, do stay for lunch, repeated the witch. My soup's almost ready. Hurry, I insist, and bring in that poor girl from outside. Rick, I can't eat that. They were stuck in the witch's hut until the cauldron was empty. I feel sick, groaned Peg on the way back to the coach. Well, you shouldn't have 3 bowls then, said Fred. I poured mine into a plant pot. I was being polite. I didn't want to hurt the witch's feelings. That was very kind of you, Peg, said Prince Patrick, smiling at her. Chapter 3, Princess Pranaya. Where are we going now? asked Fred. Now I have the witch's test. I can finally find a real princess, said Prince. We're off to meet Princess Pranaya. Check the map, Fred. Chapter 3, Princess Pranaya. Princess Pranaya was very excited to see the prince. You must come and stay in my castle, she cried. She raced over the bridge, dragging Prince Patrick with her. Hurry, hurry, she called to her servants. He's perfect. We'll be married in no time. I want you to prepare the best bed champers for Prince and Fred. Excuse me, said Peg, struggling with all the luggage. Where am I to sleep? Who are you? I'm a maid. Maids belong in the attic, replied the princess hauntedly. There might be a few mice there, but I'm sure you'll cope. Peg went to her room. It was cold and damp. She could hear mice scratching about, squeaking. The prince can't marry her. Meanwhile, Fred and the prince were in the grand dining room with Princess Pranaya. You're being very kind, said Prince Patrick. But what about Peg? Is she eating in the kitchen? The princess looked shocked. You're busy, you're maid. You can't expect me to bother with her. She can eat pig's chops if she's hungry. I'm afraid we must leave, said Prince Patrick. You're not a real princess after all. Oh, yes, I am, cried Princess Pranaya. Oh, no, you're not, shouted Fred. You failed the first real princess test. Rats! Real princesses are polite to everyone, explained Prince Patrick, and you've just been rude to Peg. Chapter 4, Princess Paviova. I won't give up, said Prince Patrick. There must be a real princess somewhere. According to this map, there is a Princess Paviova next door. Let's try her, Fred suggested. Princess Paviova greeted them all very politely. What a pleasure to have you here, she said. Welcome to my castle. She passed the politeness test, thought the prince. Now what's the next one? I have idea. Fred, he cried, I have a plan. I'm going to dress up as a beggar and see if Princess Paviova is kind to me. Try out your disguise on Peg first, said Fred, to make sure it works. Princess Patrick found Peg sitting on a tree stump, about to eat an apple. I'm a hungry beggar. Have you any food for me? Oh, you poor thing, Peg cried when she saw him. Here, have my apple. Prince Patrick was very pleased with himself. "Excellent, it works," he shouted, throwing off his disguise. "It's you. What are you doing?" asked Peg, but the prince was already knocking on the castle door, to try the test on Princess Paviova. A servant entered. "Is someone there?" called Princess Paviova. "It's a beggar, Your Highness. We've got nothing for him," snapped the princess. "Tell him to go away, and he smells." Princess Patrick turned away. "She's not a real princess," he thought. "A real princess is both polite and kind, even to beggars." Chapter 5. A Real Princess. "I'll never be married. I give up," said the prince with a sigh. "I don't think there is a real princess anywhere. We may as well go home. I'll never be married." They got ready for the long journey back to the palace. Everyone was young, even the horses. I bet Cook hasn't forgotten about the pudding I brewed. The coach arrived at the palace just in time. A huge storm was brewing. Peg was sent straight to the kitchens in disgrace. "You've got hundreds of dishes to wash," scolded the cook. "They've been piling up since you left." Princess Patrick and Fred went to find the king and queen. Outside, the rain began beating against the windows. Streaks of light lit up the sky. Just then there was a knock on the door. "There is a Princess Primrose to see you, Your Highness," said the footman. "Not another one." The beautiful princess stepped into the room. She was wet from the rain and shaking with cold. I'm so sorry to trouble you," she said politely, "but my coach has broken down." "No trouble at all," said Prince Patrick quickly. Why don't you stay the night in our castle? At our castle, we'll fix your coach in the morning." "Thank you. I must give you something in return." She acts like a real princess, thought the prince, "but I must be sure." He asked the servants to prepare Princess Primrose's bedroom. "I want 20 mattresses on the bed," ordered Princess Patrick, "and a pea at the very bottom." "Here is your bed, Your Highness. It's rather high." Peg didn't get to bed that night. She had to finish washing the dishes. The next morning, Princess Primrose came down for breakfast, looking refreshed. "How did you sleep?" asked Princess Patrick. "I slept like a baby." "I loved all those mattresses," the princess said. "It was the most comfortable bed." Prince Patrick sighed. A real pea would have felt that pea, he thought. He waved goodbye to Princess Primrose as soon as breakfast was over. "Not a fake one. She's not good enough for my Patrick." It was Peg's job to clean the princess's bedroom. Slowly she climbed the ladder, yawning with each step. "I'll just lie down for a moment," Peg thought, "before I start cleaning up." In no time at all, she was fast asleep. An hour later, Peg woke up with a start. "Ow," she said, "there is something really yumpy in this bed. I'm getting down." It's a long way. But as she leaned over, she knocked the ladder. It clattered to the ground. "Drat!" Peg cried. "I'm stuck." "Help!" she shouted as loudly as she could. "I'm stuck. Please help!" Everyone rushed into the bedroom. "What are you doing up there?" Prince Patrick called. "I was supposed to be cleaning," said Peg, "but I was so tired I fell fast asleep. And there's something horribly hard in this bed," she added. "I'm covered in bruises. This can only mean one thing." "I can't believe it," cried the prince. "You were polite to the rich, kind to a beggar, and now you fell a pea under 20 mattresses. You must be a real princess." He raised the other. He raced up the other. Peg, will you marry me? Peg gasped, you want to marry me? A pious maid? Yes, please, a maid, but a princess at heart. 3 cheers for Princess Peg, shouted Fred, and everyone cheered. So Prince Patrick finally married his real princess. He put the pea in a glass case in the Pious Museum for everyone to see. It may still be there today. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and go to my channel to see more videos. Bye.